Hello and welcome everyone to Women Speakers Association's WSA TV. I'm Laura Rubenstein, your host, producer, and extraordinarily proud premier member of Women Speakers Association and digital media marketing strategist out there at large. I'm here today with the awesome, fabulous, and inspiring Gail Watson, and founder of Women Speakers Association. She's got me all excited about today. Gail, what are we talking about today?
We're going deep today, Laura.
As
The
always.
energy that's building right now within Women Speakers Association, um, it it's crazy. It's awesome. It's so deep. I am having such amazing conversations with women from right around the world, just in the last week, that are taking me down these roads of such depth and amazement. And I want to share every conversation that I've had with everybody, because these women are um, doing such wonderful things. And I'm just so happy now and grateful that you've joined in. For those of you who I was just speaking with over these past weeks, thank you.
Yep. Thank you for your social media love. For those of you who are listening in, please feel free to share and say hello in the chat box. I'm monitoring it between asking questions and having the conversation. I do my best to engage with you. But to highlight what you said, Gail, and it's inspiring to talk to women with a message, and that's what today's topic is. It's about what is the value of your message and how Women Speakers Association, we've got your back. We're going to help you maximize, optimize it, amplify it, maximize it, get it out there. This is important now. Gail, isn't it? Why is it important today?
Because really, there is a craving out there from people to hear from real people with real stories, stories that we can relate to, that we absorb and go and feel like that person is, speaking our language. Just recently, I've been in conversation with some conferences, um, and they were coming to us and saying, and their question was to me, okay, who's your top speakers, top women? I go, well, what do you mean? Well, your brand names, who are they? And what I wanted to, sorry, that's my fax machine running.
It's okay.
All right. And so we got into this conversation about what was the intention of their event. They're building annual events and want to continue on that road. So, and what does your audience want to take away? What they want to take away experience and things like that. Okay. Well, who's your headliners? Well, big superstar powered headliners, right? I said, well, listen, you've got such big, powerful names. When you have a Barbara Streisand at your event, it's it's pretty tough to compete with such a big superstar name, for example. I said, but something more powerful than the name is the story. And the reason why is stories create a memorable effect. And I shared with them because, yes, I've been to many, many, many conferences. And it's almost like I hear the same thing over and over by the same people over and over, right? And what I shared was one of my most memorable experiences, where I met a no-namer in a side breakout room, that shared how her fingertips were publicly cut off because she was caught wearing nail polish. So in the country that she was from, didn't allow that. And that has stuck with me for many, many, many years. I just met a new member 2 days ago, who was escaped the apartheid when the killers came into her home. That's how she describes it. The killers come into her home. Her and her brother run out the back door into the forest and live there for 3 months, for 90 days, until those killers cleared out. And she comes back to home only to find her family still there, but slaughtered, and the destruction of her home. Now, she was a 14-year-old girl at that time, and now she's a woman, um, living in another country. And so you think going through something like that, what she does today is she comes and she serves others. She helps other people from that home country transition into new countries. And, this is a common theme that's going on. And when we talk about being, the humanitarian experience, and we see these great people of wealth who are saving rainforests and, doing these great, awesome things, we love it. And I go, I wish I could do that. But then what I realize is the women that I speak to each and every day right here in Women Speakers Association, they are just doing just that. They have that message that is within you has been gifted to you, and I know it's why you're starting your business around it, because you want to help somebody else. And that can be, so the change that we're seeing on that humanitarian level is we're seeing these women, some coming from tragic circumstances, some actually coming from really great circumstances, taking that, packaging it into a business to be able to gift it out to others and help other people create lives. So I think the motivating factor behind that message, when if you're one of them out there listening to this, is you've been gifted that message to get it out there. And the time is for sure right now. The movements that are happening on this planet where women are just going, enough, right? I have to get out there and really be heard, because that message matters. It does change lives.
It
You,
does. And it's not just for women, it's for humanity.
yes,
It's for shifting the culture. We've played
yes,
nice for so long. It's
yes.
time to play strong.
I'm just pulling up the name because I want to get this girl's name uh, right. You might have seen her. Her name is Emma Gonzalez. She was part of the school that was victim to a mass shooting just recently in the state of Florida in the United States. So she's been trending on Facebook. If you've seen Facebook, you've seen her video come through. And what a powerhouse that young girl is. She is not a polished speaker, okay? She's somebody who's wrote down her thoughts and is reading them, and that's awesome. But those thoughts are still from her heart, and you can hear the tremble in her voice and the passion in her voice. But more than that, you hear the fight in her voice, that she is done. She is absolutely done with what happened to her school, to her friends, and she doesn't want to see it happen anywhere else on this planet. And that's why, and everybody is relating to her. She's not a big name, right? She will be, I believe, but she's not a big name. But what she is, she's took courage. It took courage to get up and vocalize her thoughts, her opinion. She's sharing what's in her heart, the anger, the sadness, and that fight. That not What did you just say about not playing nice? I love that. What did you say?
I said, we've been playing nice for so long. It's time to play strong.
Strong. That's exactly it. And that's exactly what you hear her in her voice. Sure, she's a nice girl in school and just went about her day. But now she's come out and she's going, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm playing strong now. And I'm sharing this message. I don't care if you don't like this message or not. I'm sharing it. I'm creating change. And she is. She
And
has
she,
impact.
and like you said, she's not sharing it all polished and perfected, but it is strong. So it doesn't have to be perfect. It has to be from the heart. It has to be your authentic message. And so many women who come to Women Speakers Association are that. They have this heart. They know there's change to be had that will help many, many people's lives. And what do? We help amplify it, optimize it, and maximize it, get it out there.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what it's about. It's about getting it out there. So if you've been playing around in Women Speakers Association for a while, and you've gone to that join WSA page, joinwsa.com page. You've seen the comparison chart and you see what you get. And just to bring some light to that, so when you have that message inside of you and you want to get it out, here's how you do it. So already in place for you, Women Speakers Association has partnered with the #1 database of professional speakers in the world. What that means to you is when you join Women Speakers Association, you get a profile that allows you to be in that database. It's how you're found in Women Speakers Association. You can go to our homepage right now and click on Find a Speaker, and you'll see the members that have their profiles up. Okay, they're found there. It's also going to be your tool that you can send out to decision makers to get yourself up onto stages, to get yourself onto podcasts, to get yourself onto webinars, to get your message out. That profile, what it does is, because it has your picture, it has your, the things you talk about. It also gives you your Professional Speakers Association badge. What that tells a meeting planner is, yes, you're serious about this. It's lending credibility to your message that you are serious about it and you want it out there. So just by that tool alone, that will help you. And what you need to know, there was an industry stat that was just recently released, and it states 80% of your speaking opportunity will come from direct contact, okay? And that means, and the strategy that we use is we use that profile, and it involves you being able to say, here is my professional speaker's profile. We have a class on it the first Wednesday of every month. That's how important it is.
And we'll get it, you get that visibility. I mean, that's one aspect, is getting that profile out there, the visibility you deserve for that through that directory, right? And then what? Then so that's like, let's optimize that.
Okay.
How about and maximize it, but now let's expand it. How are we going to help them really get out there, know what to do?
Okay. Right. This isn't your full-time business. You're not trained as speakers, or this is a new industry for you, and that's fine. So this is where we bring you our Speaker Success Training Series. It's a monthly training call that is free. It's included with your membership. As a premier member, you get access to all of this training. And in your members area, you have access to the last 12 months training. So don't think you've missed out on anything. Okay. With this training, we are only bringing to you those topics that are to enhance you getting out there. Topics like how to find more speaking opportunities, how to create webinars that convert. The one next week is how to write copy that converts, right? How to create joint ventures, list building, putting together talks, everything, all those aspects that you are out there building your business, that you need to know. This is the type of training that's we're bringing to you. I just got off a call with a woman who just joined in Brooklyn, New York. Hi, if you're watching.
Yay, Brooklyn!
Yay, Brooklyn, Monica! She says, what a firecracker she is. She made the point, though, that she's out there doing it alone, right? There's a lot to do. You have to, first of all, you've created your business based on that passion to create change and help others, right? But then comes the business part of the business, which is, oh, right, we have to do accounting. Oh, right, we have to do marketing. Oh, right, we have to go find customers. Oh, and then we have to serve the customers. Oh, and then we have to take care of the customers. And then we got to do their invoicing. And then we got to blah, 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 blah. And then we have to keep up with technology. And we have to get our message out there. And we have to use all these platforms. We have to do so much, right? And how do you navigate through that crazy sea? And one thing where we help to transition that help is we have a private premier community where just our premier members hang out. It is a Facebook community. It is no selling, no promotion. and it's all about conversation. It is our go-to place to where we need to ask a question. You know, how do you do this? What do you do here? Should I be on LinkedIn? Shouldn't I be? Right? Just any question that comes through. It's also our place to come through, and as you scan through it, you will realize very quickly that you are not alone. That, you know, as a solopreneur and working from our home offices, it can feel very lonely. But what you need to know is you're not alone. The women in this organization, Women Speakers Association, are just like you. They are gifted with their message, and all they want to do is get it out. So they're just like you. And we love coming together and collaborating and creating joint ventures and leveraging one another's, you know, power out there to reach more. So that's a great place to hang out if
I
you feel.
love the Premier member group because
So do I.
any given day you're going to have questions on your
Mhm.
business, whether it's, you know, how does this sound, a headline or a title of a speech, or how do I approach a certain type of organization or niche, or can someone look at my speaker video and give me feedback? If you want that kind of support, that's what the Premier Member Group can do for you. And you get this sisterhood, right? This connection
Yeah.
of people who really want to support you in getting your message out, and you're supporting them as well. I've seen, you know, joint ventures happen as a result as well. And I've
Yeah.
seen a lot of people collaborating. And really, as we collaborate, we amplify each other more, and we grow our own businesses and other businesses, and we get that message out finally in a
Yeah.
way that it can be heard to more.
I was just in a conversation again with somebody else who was and we got into the conversation about the aggressiveness on the internet today. And I bet you can go on any Facebook feed and on a friend of yours, and you'll see someone posting their opinion, and then you'll see all these other people attacking. And I've been hearing, you know, you hear about it, and it's so awful how we've just lost this sense of kindness to one another, and this odd false bravery that we have behind, um, you know, at our computer and I was so proud to say to this person, I said that, you know, it's one thing I really love about the Women Speakers Association community is that there's no one trashing anybody in there for their opinions. We do not bring in politics into this community. We do not bring in race to this community. We do not bring in religion into this community. Where you live, what your sexual gender is, whatever, it is just not a part of it. It is you are here because of the power of you and that message. And that's all. That's the only reason why you're here. And that's what I love, because it proves, Laura, it proves we can live in a social media climate with kindness, with love, with no judgment, right? We
Not to
can.
be religious, but amen, sister.
Yes. I just have to say that because it's so true, and it's so refreshing, and I don't even really realize it until I step outside and go, oh yeah, wow, well that would just, I don't know, it just doesn't happen here. It's just not even there. People aren't bringing that baggage inside here, you know?
Yeah,
So
and it, you
there's,
know, really is a safe place to get support, to get the information you need, to get the visibility you need. We have WSA TV for new premium members that take action. We have, you know, the speaker success trainings. We have the training to help you get out there in the world where you really need to be with your market.
yeah,
And that's what I'm passionate about, is fueling people's mission and method, and with a message that impacts. And that's really what you need. If you can turn what's in your heart and soul into an empowering message that people get and can do something with, that's what we're all about here at Women
right.
Speakers Association.
So join.
Yeah,
Join
and
now before February 28th because the membership fees are going up. So lock in today, and you're not subject to any increase, right?
ever.
ever. So
Yeah, so joinwsa.com is where you'll find the free level and the paid level, the premium. If you sign up before the 28th, which, is any day now, we've got just a few days left before the end of the month, you'll lock yourself in at the lowest price ever for Women Speakers Association.
yeah,
As long as you're continue to make your monthly payments, we keep you at that rate, and you continue to get the benefits. Now, we did a whole show a while ago, so I just want to repeat a couple of things, that even if you're not able to join in on the trainings, you're not able to get to that Wednesday call, you don't go into the premier group all that much, we're still working for you 24/7, because we've got your profile going up. We've got messages about you going out onto social media once you've been on WSA TV. We put quotes out there. We magnify you out there. So we work for you 24/7. We give you that visibility, and we're always here. You've got the replays in the membership area. You've got the resources in the membership area, and you've got the group that's always here for you. So I want to invite you into the nest to be supported as you're able to take advantage of it.
right. And Laura, just so what we're doing for the remainder of this month, right? So if you're watching this right now, you're on the fence, here's what's going to happen. As you know, it's a one-time activation fee of $99 US dollars. Okay. Your membership fee following that is $10 US monthly as you go on monthly. Okay, that's the membership. And you'll find all those details at joinwsa.com, which we'll put into the comments below. But Laura talked about WSA TV. We have a show called Women Who Influence, Inspire, and Have Impact in This World. And to help kick you off, to help introduce you to the community, what we'd like to offer you by joining in today is an interview on that show, so that you can simply share who you are, what your message is, how you serve. We'll collect all your contact information and broadcast it within Women Speakers Association, but you're also going to receive a copy of it. And here's what you get to do with that copy. Because when you learn how to put yourself out and to go after those bookings, you'll be going, oh, here's my professional speaker's profile. Then you'll say, and here's my interview on women who influence, inspire, and have impact, as seen in 120 countries with Women Speakers Association.
Yes.
Okay. So that's to kick you off with your visibility. All right. So please join in. Don't wait. Come in, check it out. And as you know, the first 30 days, so your $99 is covered on a 30-day guarantee. So if you come in here and you don't like what you see, let us know, and that $99 is returned. Okay? So that's fair, right? Just to give you some chance to come in and check it out.
Check it out and really explode the power of your message. Really amplify it. That's what today is all about. Your message has value. Step into it fully with us. You don't have to do it alone anymore. We want to hold your hand through that process, cheer you on, have your back, and help you grow. So I look forward to meeting you on WSA TV and interviewing you.
Me too. and getting your message out there. We are going strong. We are going very, very strong. And come on, let's just go for it. Let's do it together.
There's a particular momentum that's happening now.
Yes.
So it's like extraordinary opportunity,
Yes.
because between now and the end of the year, as a premier member, you get to join at this low rate, and we're going to be bringing on a lot more people subsequently, and we already have a ton, but it's a pivotal time, and it's time to take your message seriously, and we want to take it seriously. So I'm looking forward to doing that with you. And I know, Gail, you constantly are pumping up and providing resources and bringing new opportunities to the membership. It only gets better from here, you all. You can't imagine what Gail has planned. I don't even know all that she has planned, but every time I talk to Gail, I get like Oh, you're doing what now? What were we doing with the Women's Speakers Association? How exciting. Can't wait till you tell the membership and bring it out there. So, and I want to give a shout out to Mary Joyce who's watching, and Lisa and Mizels who's watching, and Tracy. Anybody else who wants to pop in and say hi, feel free to. Go ahead.
Good stuff. Thanks everybody for joining in, and really do look forward to getting to connect with you more. So thank you.
Until next week, and have a happy weekend, and we'll see you in the premier groups. Bye for now.
Okay.